This policy promotes flexibility in the curriculum design, especially at the higher education level. It encourages institutions to offer a wide range of subjects and courses, allowing students to choose from diverse disciplines. This flexibility, that is called as open elective sometimes, and also major and minor concept. So this flexibility enables students to pursue their interest and passions across multiple domains, fostering a multidisciplinary approach to education. CBCS, already I have told about it, vocational education training. This policy integrates vocational education and skill development into the mainstream curriculum, enabling students to acquire practical skills alongside academic knowledge. This integration promotes a more holistic approach to education by preparing students for both academic and real-world challenges. Emphasis on life skills and values. So here, the interpersonal skill, problem solving, critical thinking, they are very important. Assessment reform, the policy calls for a shift in the assessment method, moving away from a heavy reliance on high stakes examination. It encourages formative and continuous assessment that assess a broader range of skills and competencies, aligning with holistic education principles. Teacher training and professional development. NAP 2020 recognizes the pivotal role of teachers in implementing holistic and disciplinary education. So there is a need for teacher training programs that may equip educators with the skill and pedagogical approaches necessary to support these principles effectively. Examples are project-based learning, real-world projects that involve multiple subjects, thematic units teaching a theme that encompasses various disciplines, that is sustainability, collaborative learning, group work that brings together different areas of expertise. Aim of holistic and multidisciplinary education is that to get a better result in creativity, development, and critical thinking, decision-making skills, problem-solving abilities, it is necessary to integrate the humanities and arts with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, called as STEM, which is envisages in the NAP 2020. So by adopting the multidisciplinary and holistic approach of education, it will be better to do, the student will be able to do better in research and innovation. Also, it will give the well-rounded development of an individual. It is not good to make compulsory of subjects in which an individual is not interested at all. Rather than give the choice of subjects he wants to learn and led to finish his studies at UG level. A holistic and multidisciplinary education will help to develop aesthetic, social, intellectual, physical, and moral skills in an integrated manner. India must carry its legacy of multidisciplinary and holistic education from past to 21st century as to lead world. Creation of well-learned human resources, which will become the force behind the India's social, economic, scientific development is possible through only incorporating more vocational subjects and soft skills by integrating the engineered subjects with the humanities. More flexibility in curriculum structure will provide the multi-dimensional challenges and opportunities to the students for interdisciplinary work, including in academic institutions, government agencies, and industrial setup. So move towards holistic and multidisciplinary education in our country. We need to be setting up of large multidisciplinary universities and colleges in future. More flexibility in curriculum by designing to the higher education institutes by giving autonomous status. More emphasis must be given in research, debate, communication, interpersonal skill, discussion, and opportunities for cross-disciplinary and interdisciplinary thinking. All departments of higher education institutions such as literature, music, philosophy, Indology, art, theater, education, mathematics, statistics, pure and applied science, sociology, languages, economics, sports, and other such subjects needed for a multidisciplinary stimulating Indian education and environment will be established and strengthened at all higher education institutes. Credits and in such subjects through regular or distance mode, they will be added to ABC, which is called as Academic Bank of Credits. NAP 2020 emphasizes on the flexibility and innovative curricula in the subjects of community engagement and service, environmental education, and value-based education. To achieve the goal of sustainable development, environmental education must include global warming, environment degradation, waste management, management of biological resources, biodiversity, forest and wildlife conservation. Value-based education is very important for development of moral and ethics among the learners. The NAP emphasizes upon the value-based education that must be the integral part of holistic education. In a globalized world, collective efforts are needed to understand and respond with the global challenges to make global society more peaceful, inclusive, interconnected, tolerant, secure, and sustainable development like global citizenship education are needed. To achieve the goal of the holistic education, students required to send for internship with surrounding industries, also attach them with some professional that will help to acquire respective skills. Research and innovation can be done by setting more incubation centers in the higher educational institutes. We have to carry out the adjustment of the structure and length of the degree program. In matching with the structure of the international 4-year degree course, the NAP emphasizes upon the restructuring the duration of the undergraduate degree courses, as well providing multiple exit options. Undergraduate degree can be of 3 or 4-year duration. On the completion of 1-year course, the certificate will be provided. On completion of 2-year course, diploma will be provided. On completion of 3-year course, a bachelor degree will be provided. Whereas a 4-year degree program will be having degree with research if the students opt for research in his major subject. An academic bank of credits will digitally store the credits earned by student every year. At master's degree level program, higher educational institutes will have more flexible options, such as there will be a 2-year master program of which second year entire for research work in major for those who completed 3-year bachelor's degree, or there will be a 1-year master's program for those who completed 4-year degree program with 1-year research. Next, there will be 5-year integrated bachelor or master programs. The MPhil program will be discontinued. It has been seen that as compared to the international standard, our universities are far behind in the ranking of universities because of lack of multidisciplinary research university. The NAP envision of setting of multidisciplinary education and research university Meru, which will open new opportunities for India's youth. It will promote interdisciplinary research and make India a global hub of research and development, and also aim at making Indian education at par with the global standard in quality education. So we hope that in future we may have better option or better point or number in the QS world ranking. Of course, focus on the research and innovation. As I said, India is lacking in terms of research when we compare with the countries like US and China. There are over millions of patent files annually in US and China, whereas in India, numbers are merely in thousands. The National Education Policy 2020 envisaged about the development of research culture in India by establishing a National Research Fund (NRF) in 2023. This will be helpful for the growth of research in India by collective efforts of government agencies, universities, research organizations, and industry setup. According to NAP, NRF will look into funding research proposal, which is very important, coordinating with the industry and academia for research collaboration, monitoring the research initiatives, and also provide incentive to the outstanding research projects. The entire world facing the problem of the COVID-19 during the last 2 years. In such time, the research in the field of viral infections, diseases, epidemiology, virology, diagnostic instrument, and other relevant areas. Higher education institutions must take initiative and linkage with the industry to do research for the solution of the problems of the society and there is no much scope in research in India. NRF will have a mechanism for competitive review of the research. If needed, the research proposal can also be sent to outside of the country for getting sound review. Encouragement to be given to all higher education institutes to do research at par with the institutions like IITs, IC Bangalore, DRDO, ISRO, ISRO, and CSR lab across the country. Then we have, let us talk about the team topology, that is a topology for collaboration. It may be multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, or transdisciplinary. Multiple disciplines each contribute their piece to solving a problem, like an edited book or separate presentation by multiple experts. Interdisciplinary is a conversation between and among disciplines working together on solving a common problem, like a collaborative healthcare team and so on. Transdisciplinary is basically a sustained conversation across and beyond disciplinary boundaries. It creates a new shared idea or language, such as the emergence of family systems medicine. Topology of research in terms of integration of different disciplines. Here you can see this is multidisciplinary research, transdisciplinary research, interdisciplinary research, and interdisciplinary research that has been shown in terms of different small circle. Disciplinary research, for example, in my area, multiple or multidisciplinary. Here we have, for example, psychology, architecture, engineering. Interdisciplinary, there is the overlap of psychology, engineering, and architecture. So we have interdisciplinary. In the transdisciplinary, you can see it is the integration of psychology, architecture, practitioners, and engineering, and so on. So there may be three types of participation: multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary teams. Multidisciplinary teams basically have the collaboration among many scientific disciplines like crops, livestock, medical, social, often with minimal interaction between each other, might be aware with other groups all around. Interdisciplinary team deals with a subject at the frontier between the two disciplines, such as nutrition, between food and health, and so on. Often, a researcher may need training in both disciplines. Transdisciplinary teams means based on continuous collaboration among several disciplines. To some degree, all participate in development of products or protocols to ensure all elements of ecosystem are included, conducting fieldwork, interpreting and integrating results, integration of different knowledge systems. Now let us come to back our country. In the ancient India education system, we have a long tradition of holistic and interdisciplinary learning from universities such as Takshila and Nalanda to the extensive literatures of India combining subjects across the fields. Ancient Indian literary works such as Manabhatta's Kadambari described a good education as knowledge of the 64 kalas or arts. And among these 64 arts were not only subjects such as singing and painting, but also scientific fields such as chemistry and mathematics, vocational fields such as carpentry and cloth making, professional fields such as medicine and engineering, as well as soft skills such as communication, discussion, and debate. The very idea that all branches of creative human endeavor, including math, science, vocational subject, professional subject, and soft skills, should be considered arts, has distinctly Indian origins. 64 class may be like Daya, compassion, Darja, patience, Sharma, Kashma, forgiveness, Nyay, justice, Nirapiksha, impartiality, Niraskata, detachment, Tapasya, meditation, and spiritual powers, Apachitra, invisibility, and so on. So basically, there were originally, these are defined in the ancient times, and their elements continues in the modern era as well, as a representation of diverse range of creative pursuits and practical knowledge that humans have developed over time. Each of these colors represent a specific area of expertise, ranging from music and dance to architecture, metallurgy, and agriculture. So by embracing these traditional skills and crafts, people can continue to explore and develop their creative potential while also preserving important aspects of cultural heritage. So some of the Indian mythological figures who are known for their mastery of the 64 kalas are Lord Krishna, who is known for his expertise in multiple arts such as music, dance, painting, and archery, among others. In Mahabharata, Lord Krishna plays a pivotal role as a charioteer and strategist during the Kurukshetra war. He also exhibits his musical prowess by playing the flute, which attracts both humans and animals. Goddess Saraswati, for example, she is the goddess of learning, music, and arts, who is believed to have invented the Sanskrit language and the veena, which is a musical instrument. Lord Shiva, considered to be the god of dance, Nataraja, and music, that is Rudra. Lord Shiva is also known for his skill in archery and martial arts. So this is basically we have the strong base as far as this holistic is concerned. So there are 64 kalas, 14 vidyas, 4 Veda, 4 Upaveda, 6 Vedangas. So 64 arts are not only subjects such as singing and painting, also scientific fields, vocational fields, and professional fields. Now come to the liberal arts. Knowledge of many arts, or what in modern times is often called the liberal arts. So during the era of classical antiquity, liberal arts were considered as essential education for a free individual active in civic life. At the same time, this would have entailed being able to participate in public debate, defend oneself, and serve in court and on juries and perform military service. At this time, liberal arts covered only three subjects: grammar, rhetoric, and logic, collectively known as the trivium. This was extended in the medieval times to include four further subjects: arithmetic, geometry, music, and astronomy, named the quadrivium. So there were seven liberal arts subjects in the medieval liberal arts curriculum. Liberal arts education today, a typical liberal arts degree program is interdisciplinary, covering topics within the humanities as well as social, natural, and formal sciences. The liberal arts spectrum is generally accepted as covering the following fields: humanities, social science, natural sciences. Career paths in academia: the interdisciplinary knowledge and skill gained from a liberal arts education will lend an extra dimension as you explore, research, and or teach a chosen subject. Art, that is photography, commercial art, painting, etc. Education, interpreter, marketing, political science, other career paths like biology, that is healthcare, laboratory assistant, research assistant, business, entrepreneur, store manager, salesperson, event planning, environment, conservation, public policy, finance, banker, accountant, financial analyst, enforcement, research analysis combining statistics and psychology, and social services such as counseling or therapy. STEM, it is basically the in the four specific discipline, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. It is an interdisciplinary and applied approach in undergraduate education. STEM key skills are problem solving, creativity, critical analysis, teamwork, independent thinking, initiative, communication, digital literacy. Social engagement are here basically that belongs to human all capacities of human beings like intellectual, aesthetic, social, physical, emotional, and moral in the integrated manner in fields across the arts, humanities, languages, sciences, social sciences, professional, technical, vocational field, and ethic of social engagement. Even engineering institutions such as the IITs will move towards more holistic and multidisciplinary education with more arts and humanities. Students of arts and humanities will aim to learn more sciences, and all will make an effort to incorporate more vocational subject and soft skills. Multiple entry and exit, for example, we may have the system like uh, after first year the student can leave, or after second year, or after third year. So graduate level, master and doctoral education in large multidisciplinary universities, while providing rigorous research-based specialization, would also provide opportunities for multidisciplinary work, including in academia, government, and industry. Flexibility in the curriculum and novel and engaging courses. Pedagogy will have increased emphasis on communication, discussion, debate, research, and opportunities for us cross-disciplinary and interdisciplinary thinking. Credits, I have already told you that we have the ABC that will have the credits will be given in all bachelor degree program for the various subjects if they are done through such developments departments or through ODL mode when they are not offered in class at the higher educational institutes. Global citizenship education projects in the area of community engagement and service, environmental education, value-based education. Environmental education will include areas such as climate change, pollution, biodiversity management, etc. Value-based education also. The student of all higher educational institutes will be provided with opportunities for internship with the local industry, businesses, arts, craft persons, etc. Research internship with faculty and researchers at their own or other higher educational institutes or research institutions so that the student may actively engage with the practical side of their learning and as a byproduct further improve their employability opportunities. Multiple exit options, a certificate after completing 1 year in undergraduate, diploma after 2 years of study, a bachelor degree after a 3-year program, and 4-year multidisciplinary bachelor's program with 1 year for research. This allows the opportunity to experience the full range of holistic and multidisciplinary education in addition to a focus on the choosing major and minors as per the choice of the student. Academic bank of credit, I've just told about it. Different designs of master programs already discussed. There may be an integrated 5-year bachelor's or master program. Undertaking a PhD shall require either a master's degree or a 4 years bachelor's degree with the research experience. Multidisciplinary education, research universities, model public universities for the holistic and multidisciplinary education at par with IITs, IIMs, etc. So their aim is to attain the highest global standards in quality education. Research hub, research and innovation by incubation centers, technology development centers and PAR centers in frontier areas of research, greater industry academic linkages, and interdisciplinary research including humanities and social sciences research. National Research Foundation established in 2023 to strengthen the research ecosystem in the country. It was basically found a place in Prime Minister Modi's national address on the Independence Day in 2023. It is an autonomous body instituted under the new education policy. The aim is to fund researchers working across streams in India. So, multidisciplinary institution, a higher educational institution, HEI, that is university or a college, it will mean a multidisciplinary education of higher learning that offers undergraduate and postgraduate programs with high quality teaching, research, and community engagement. The research intensive universities, though that place greater emphasis on teaching but still conduct significant research, teaching intensive universities. The multidisciplinary by 2020, by 2030, in NAP 2020, by 2040, all higher educational institutions shall aim to become multidisciplinary institutions and shall aim to have target larger student enrollments, preferably maybe in 1,000. For example, the universities like AMU and BHU, they have more than 30,000 students. So we have the formal optimal use of the infrastructure and resources and for the creation of vibrant multidisciplinary universities. Since this process will take time, all higher education institutes will firstly plan to become multidisciplinary by 2030 and then gradually increase student strength to the desired level. So there shall be by 2030 at least one large multidisciplinary higher educational institute in or near every district. Steps shall be taken towards developing high quality higher education institutions, both public and private, that have medium of instruction in the local Indian languages or bilingually. The aim will be to increase the gross enrollment ratio in higher education, including vocational education, from 26.3%, which was in 2018, to around 50% by the year 2035, that is after the span of 11 years. While a number of new institutions may be developed to attain these goals, a large part of the capacity creation will be achieved by consolidating, substantially expanding, and also improving existing higher educational institutes. The various schemes, for instance, deep continental studies, Himalayan glaciology, Indian climate research program, instrument development program, international science and technology cooperation, joint technology project, monsoon and tropical climate, natural resources data management system. Research and development schemes, for instance, Science and Engineering Research Council, SERC, Science and Society Program, SSP, Seismology Program, SP, State Science and Technology Program, Technology Development Program, Joint Technology Development System Program, utilization of scientific expertise, that is retired manpower. Now let us see what are the various challenges and concerns in order to implement the holistic and multidisciplinary education. There are several challenges and concerns that may be encountered during its implementation, such as infrastructure, resources, and trained personnel. Many institutions may lack the necessary facilities and funds to offer a wide range of extracurricular activities, sports, and vocational training. Preparing teachers to effectively deliver a holistic and multidisciplinary curriculum can be a significant challenge. Attempting to integrate a wide array of subjects and activities into the curriculum could lead to curriculum overload. Shifting from traditional examination based assessment to more holistic evaluation methods can be a challenging task. Many students in rural areas and underserved communities may not have access to the same opportunities and resources as their urban counterparts. Access to technology and digital resources is crucial for the effective implementation of multidisciplinary learning. Developing assessments that are culturally and contextually relevant and free from bias can be a challenging task. Ensuring that assessments do not disadvantage certain groups of students is a major concern. Addressing these challenges and concerns require very careful planning, investment in teacher training and development, equitable resource allocation, community engagement and ongoing education, adaptation of policies and practices. NAP 2020 success in fostering this education will heavily depend on the ability to navigate these obstacles effectively. Future directions and recommendations for NAP 2020, they are basically very vital because the NAP 2020 recognizes the need for nurtured students, overall development of students encompassing cognitive, emotional, physical, ethical, and social dimensions. And it also emphasizes on the holistic and multidisciplinary education as a positive step towards preparing our students in order to face the challenges of the modern world. Effective implementation and continuous refinement, along with the aforementioned recommendation, can help India's education system realize the full potential of these principles and ensure the holistic development of its students. Well, we can now conclude the integration of holistic and multidisciplinary education within NAP 2020 represents a visionary approach to education that recognizes the evolving needs of society. It lays the foundation for a generation of learners who are not just academically proficient, but also compassionate, innovative, and socially responsible citizens. The future holds great promise as India embarks on this transformative educational journey, ensuring that its learners are prepared to meet the complex challenges of the 21st century with wisdom and resilience. As India moves forward, continuous monitoring and evaluation, ongoing teacher training, Curriculum innovation and research will be crucial. Embracing technology, fostering global collaborations, and advocating for these transformative principles are integral for their long-term success. In summary, we can say that this holistic and multidisciplinary education will prepare students for a complex world. Call to action is encourage educators to embrace these approaches for better learning outcomes. So this is all about my talk regarding the holistic and multidisciplinary education. Now the floor is open for discussion. At last, there is one saying that if you are thinking 1 year ahead, plant seeds. And if you are thinking 10 years ahead, plant a tree. If you are thinking 100 years ahead, educate the people. So thank you very much for your patience hearing. Now, if you have any question, we can.
Thank you very much, sir, for your.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Well, we can.
If you have any questions,
Thank you,
please
sir.
Thank you,
ask your
sir.
questions, suggestions, and queries.
Yeah.